welcome to Jedi Jingle Maker. Today we're going to look at the Ibanez SEW guitar that is quite the little treasure. It's actually a fantastic guitar, cost about $800. I got this one off of Guitar Center. Came great out of the box, had it set up. It plays like a dream. It's one of the easiest guitars I've ever had to play, and I'm going to update you on the upgrades which I have made to this beast recently. So let's take it, put it on the guitar table. All right. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Now, the thing that stands out right away about this guitar is the beautiful roasted neck. I mean, it just is butter neck. This is the easiest guitar I've ever had to play. It just plays effortlessly after a setup. That's appreciated. So let's look at what I've upgraded so far. Well, first of all, I put in these D'Addario in self-trimming. I went with the D'Addario on these. I like them, they've been solid. They self-trim off the ends, which makes it kind of easy, but these are two-tone locking tuners. They have the more or less like nylon knobs on the back, which are interesting, certainly. I also had the nut replaced with a graphite tusk nut. I love the break on these strings. You know, you have the tilted headstock and then they all go in straight into the nut. So very stable for tuning. The fretwork was fantastic. Like I said, this neck just top to bottom is beautiful. I don't need the neck to be better than this. The finish speaks for itself. When I ask people what's your favorite guitar in my collection, they come in and see this room full of, you know, beasts, and they'll typically say this one. This one is very popular, but very soothing natural wood kind of look. Now the next thing that I did to this was to add this pickup. I replaced the bridge pickup, which I thought sounded kind of shrill in a way, even though it was fairly high output, and I replaced it with a Seymour Duncan Nazgul pickup. I'll leave a link in the description, and this thing sounds amazing now. It has a very reliable metal tone, great for leads. These two single coil pickups are still the original stock pickups, and I'm not that stoked on them. They sound pretty good, but they're rather noisy, so I plan to replace these as well. That'll be the next step. Now, if you have one of these guitars, you know it is very, very, very thin, so it's easy to run a screw out the back if you're not careful when you're putting in your pickups, because you have to screw down in. So my tech was careful to not screw that up, so to speak, and got them in there nicely, but it was a challenge. He talked about how it was a challenge. But they're in there nice and solid, and they look great. And I'm gonna get two more black single coil pickups that'll look great, and then this thing will be really tonally an amazing instrument. Right now these are good, but I'm gonna take them to great. This is great now. Another thing I'll upgrade is I think I'm gonna remove these gold knobs and replace them with something that has a line in them. What I really like is this kind of thing, where you can see where the volume's set and the tone is set, so that if you're recording, you can, you know, approximately get it back. And I'll probably switch these out. Another thing I'm going to likely do is replace these with Graphtec saddles, which I prefer. These are really cool looking, and they haven't presented me with any problems. So I did upgrade the screws on here. One of the things when I purchased this, the little heightening screws stuck up. They protruded above the edge, and it was like really rough on your palm. It was not okay. I mean, it was tearing up, like scratching up my palm. Never had that happen. So I had my guitar tech replace them with the type that are flush or beneath the level of the saddle, and now it's wonderful to play, no problem whatsoever. But even better, the Graphtec saddles, which already come with the small enough screws. So that'll be another change. It's really that and the volume knobs, and everything else is exactly what I wanted. This is a tremendous guitar. And another thing I might consider doing is to upgrade the electronics, just so I get a smoother roll. You know, since this is a not active pickup guitar, you can do a lot of cool things, I think, with the volume knob and fuzz and tone, especially if you use it during performance. So, you know, it's worth it to get the good electronics, in my opinion, and I'll slowly but surely be upgrading that in some of these guitars. What I look at in these guitars is their tone that I can produce with them, where they fit into songs, and this one has fit into a lot of songs, both as lead and also as rhythm, some of the more funky blues stuff I've done. some of the more shreddy stuff that I've done. It's a very versatile guitar, so I'd recommend this. If you are looking for one like this for about 800 bucks, you should check the link in the description, affiliate link. You can go check out more about it. But thanks for watching, Jedi Jingle Maker. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Have a great day.